I gotta tell you guys a little story about how my week went. So the other day I get a phone call from Vic. He calls me up and he's like, yo Panza, I'm going to Indiana, do you want to come? And I'm just sitting there thinking on the phone like, I never had a reason to go to Indiana, but now I have the chance to. It, I'm gonna go. I didn't even ask them where or why we're going to Indiana. All I know is these dudes are sporadic with road trips. They just get this idea in their head and they just go, and they always hit the coolest skate park. So I was just like, f it. We got in the car, drove 11 hours to Indianapolis. Keep in mind, Vic lives about 3 hours away from me. So that night when we left, I got to his house at about 12 o'clock at night, and then we drove 11 hours straight to Indianapolis. And then I find out that we're going to this event called UCC, the Ultimate Call Out Challenge. UCC, the Ultimate Call Out Challenge, it's an event for diesel trucks, the most insane exotic trucks that go from like 0 miles an hour to 180 in 3 seconds. But we sat around all day because the first day it was a complete wash. It was raining on and off, which was postponing events that they had planned. We had to sit around and wait till the nighttime. Wow! That night after the races, we ended up calling, I think, like 8 hotels. 8 or 10 hotels. All of them were completely booked except one, and there was 1 bedroom left. So when we got there, it turns out that this hotel that we were staying at was like, it wasn't even a hotel, it was a Motel 6. It was right next to a hotel, and that parking lot turned into a car show. And when we first pulled in, everyone was just screaming, do a burnout, do a burnout. So obviously Vic did. Once we got into the room that night, it was probably around, I want to say 1, 2 in the morning. I was so tired, but one of our homies, who we call Jersey, was just talking shit all night long, and it was so funny. I don't know why. The shit that he was saying, he was just going on and on and on. Nobody was talking in the room. It was dead silent, and the lights were shut off. I was cracking up, and I picked up my camera, and I just recorded the audio, which you guys will hear right here. Shit had me dying. I don't know why. It was just really funny.
Bro, the girls that are there.
So we're going to North Carolina to stand around a power stroke.
They love power strokes down there.
They love power strokes.
They do. That's Power Stroke Nation.
So the next morning, when we're cleaning everything up and getting the room all together before we leave, I hear someone banging on the door. Like, all I'm thinking in my head is probably like house clean, just trying to clean the room up. So I'm just like, we'll be out in a minute. We're just cleaning everything up. And then I hear someone scream, open up. I was just like, oh, f***. I open up the door and this lady just barges in. She starts screaming, you guys are smoking in my room. Blah, 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 blah. Speaking so fast. And the situation just escalated so quickly. Nobody was even smoking, but before we could even speak, she had already called the cops. And she was already losing it.
You are the scum of the earth. You are worthless. You are worthless. Smoking weed in my my room.
Nobody's smoking weed.
Nobody was smoking.
Get out of my room. Don't come back. You're banned from my room. You're banned from my hotel. You're banned from my property. Get out. And I hope you don't.
Once we got out of there and we're ready to head back to UCC, we ran into another little sticky situation where the car wouldn't get out of first gear because the transmission blew up the night before when we did the burnout in the parking lot. So now we're driving 6 miles, going 10 miles an hour.
Yo, did you see that burnout last night? Yeah, how about them apples, mother? Yes! Yeah!
We had to get the truck towed, but it so happens to be that the shop that Vic gets his work done on his transmission was only 2 hours away from Indianapolis. So anybody that was going back to Ohio, we tried to jump in with them, and me and Leahy ended up in the back of a camper. Holy shit. This is one of the gnarliest things I think I've ever done. We're in an RV right now, or not even an RV, we're in a camper. Me and Leahy. This thing is squeaking and we're going not even 10 miles an hour, and we're about to be on the highway heading back to Ohio. Dude, this thing is so sketchy. We got 2x4 bunk beds, the grill, the oven's nearly coming out of the oh my god, 2 hours going back to Ohio.
And it's pretty hot in here.
It's really hot in here. We're flying past semis that we can see through the windows. It's so bouncy. The microwave's about to fall out. The oven's shaking like crazy.
Holding on for dear life.
Now the people that took us to Firepunk, which is the name of the transmission shop, these are friends of a friend. To be honest with you guys, at this point in time, I had no idea who these people were. And these motherfuckers almost killed us in the back of that camper. I kid you not, I'm not even over exaggerating. So the truck that was towing Vic's truck flew past them. And for some reason in their head, they thought that that truck was trying to race them, so they floored it. And when they floored it, this camper went all over the road, was swerving completely sideways, and at one point, it was on one wheel. I kid you not. I was sitting like this. Like, I thought the thing was just gonna tumble over. Leahy was loving it. I was shitting my pants. He thought it was sick. I thought we were gonna die. And in my head, I'm just like, what are these dudes doing? What are you thinking going 90 miles an hour in a camper? And this is what happened.
Holy hell.
Holy shit, dude.
That's when I woke up just that once.
You guys almost killed us.
Andrew,
Okay.
towing Vic's truck, they came up behind us.
Okay.
And I'm like, hey, look at this. They're coming in. Turns out they're like flooring it back past us. I'm like,
How
oh,
fast were we going that whole time?
We started out at about 70, 75 miles
Dude,
an
it
hour.
felt
We're
like
going
we were
about
passing
90.
semis.
No,
We were
we're going-
passing everything.
We're going about probably over 90.
This thing felt like it was about to tip over, dude.
Yeah.
It was
Dude,
so
I looked back
sketchy.
and I was like, it was, dude, you know, bar slap like on a dirt bike or
Yeah.
a bike?
That was it.
Dude, total slap.
So this is the rig that we were just in. I was sitting here, and Leahy was sitting right here, and this thing was just swerving.
I'm in the truck like this.
Oh
I was like,
my God!
I rode the whole way.
What did you see? What did you see when
It
you were
was
driving?
literally all over the place. Like,
slap,
I'm
slap.
sitting there staring like, I'm like, dude, he's gonna crash. Like,
Yo, that's serious.
Inside, I'm all the way in the back. Yo, shit was shit.
Dude, the only thing I was thinking, I was like, thank God he's got like the toughest kid in the back. Malia. The only guy that wouldn't care if they did crash.
I was laughing, I was holding
He'd
on
get
to
out like, whoa.
I was holding on.
That was crazy,
Dude,
guys.
all my
He was
kids.
like the whole time. He was like,
That was sick! Dude, like the oven, everything almost fell the out. We were like, did you guys like call each other after that happened?
I called him. I was like, yo, what the you doing, bro? You can't drift this thing. What the Dude, you have no idea, bro. This thing felt like it was just gonna tip. This thing's an empty shell, bro. You'll kill us.
For the next 2 days, we stayed at the shop taking apart the transmission and installing a new one from like 7 a.m. to like midnight. It's all clutch.
I'll smash that camera. Say I won't. Bet me 1,000 I won't smash the camera.
Vic did good. He wins the Carnage Award for the 68 RFD because he's got all this stuff torn up. But basically, it got really hot and it melted. I don't need more than right here. It melted this Torrington bearing together, which took off overdrive clearance, and the stuff started rubbing together. And then there was a party inside, basically. But you've got
He destroyed it.
yeah. He's gonna need some parts, and we might have to take a core tranny apart and get this thing back together.
After they were finished with the transmission, we tried teaching some of the homies how to ride the BMX and how to bunny hop, and it was hilarious.
Oh! Yo, this is gonna be sick, dude. They're killing it.
He just needs to take off the cowboy boots, and he's good, dude. What other shoes you wear other than them cowboy boots? What? Macbeth's. You need to get some Vans, my guy. The makeshift X Games course. Woo, the beers is kicking in. The next day, while these dudes are on lunch break, they came up with this brilliant idea to build a pallet jump and jump over one of the most insane trucks that they have at the shop that is pushing about 1,400 horsepower. And then they also created a flat rail that eventually turns into an up rail that connects to the hitch of the car, so it's like a mobile flat rail. And we sessioned that, and we did a little demo in front of the kids, which is really cool, honestly. And that all happened within an hour, building it, setting it up, taking it down, and then they got back to work.
That's it.
These dudes got the tranny all fixed. The car is pretty much done now. Somehow they came up with this idea to jump over one of the trucks with a bunch of pallets. And then we got a little surprise in the back being made. But right now, Vic's about to jump over one of these cars. I think the craziest car here, the car that they call the quad cab, has like 1,000-something horsepower with some pallets. Probably the sketchiest rig ever. We're gonna put some screws and we're gonna jump over the car.
Look at that, dude.
We got the lip all ready to go. We're screwing in the little sheet plate right here. Got some support going on for the back. There's gonna be a car right here. Maybe a landing. We don't really know what's going on yet.
Wow. Dude, you can do some serious tricks off that. You can do 720 off that. Get the car in here right now.
We got the truck coming in. This car right here has like 1,400 horsepower. Rips.
That was insane! That thing is so fast.
Got a whole operation going here. This truck needs to end up underneath this truck, and the ramp is right there on the other side.
Vic is gonna jump Levon Miller's quad cab. Are you kidding me?
Oh wait, how much horsepower does that car have?
1,400. You think I could do it? Think that would break the internet, Levon?
Watching you ride in a straight line is
That'd be
scary.
fast.
Oh shit!
Ain't shitting brakes on this thing.
Flush this in.
Pull that in.
And put one at the bottom to catch the weight.
There you go. All right, that's perfect.
You know the vibes.
This is the lip over the truck
The first one we could put.
into the landing.
Still was just putting me up on the forklift. We're gonna go over this truck right here. That way we can get the whole perspective of him jumping over the truck.
World star! World star!
Whoa. This is a new shop bike. You guys better be good next time I come.
Watch out.
There she is, the one of a kind. We got the flat rail with the launch out of it. It's good for the left side, not good for the right side because you have the hitch right here that will connect into any car here.
Here comes the real setup. They just jumped the truck with the pallets, the sketchy little pallets, but they built a rail with an upright in it that you could literally just launch out of. So we're gonna get a little session on this. Unfortunately, it's the opposite way going up for me. So Vic is gonna hit the launch. He's gonna show you guys what's good. It hooks up into the Dodge. I don't even know if this has ever been done before. This is first one of a kind to say the least. Look at this.
He's not like that guy. How much should I drink?
As much as you want.
Ooh. That's good.
You drink about half a jar,
Damn.
you'll be on your ass. All right. Where's the 5 hours to start doing some speed bolts?
This is you.
Yeah, first try, you know, feeling like E.T.
That was you?
Wait for the next one. Look at Colin. Deer Deck said I'm a fast-slowing swan of a big man.
That's what I've been doing. That's where I've been at. It's been a drag, but it's also been a great time. And I just want to thank Firepunk for the hospitality and getting us back on the road. It's safe to say that I'm now home. Feels great. I can't wait to get out, film new videos, hit the streets, possibly meet up with Vic again next week, do some crazy shit. But I'm home, I'm safe, I'm not in a camper dead on the side of the street. And if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor, drop a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys 2 days.
Oh!
Oh, my nut. Oh, I'm out of myself.